All right. What's up, world? This is Hassan with the Struggling Day Trader channel, and I'm here to go over my trades. As you can see, 3 for 3 today. Beautiful green day. No rule breaks. 148.03. I need to talk to somebody about my $1.93 on crowd. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna allow it today. But yo, man, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had a day like this. I mean, I've had more profitable days, but I had a lot of rule breaks mixed in. I just had a bunch of home runs on those days to make up for it. But today, man, let me tell y'all, man. I was writing in my journal last night. I wrote in my journal and I was writing all the things that would change in my life if I stopped breaking my rules, right? Because my strategy, I've proven to myself that my strategy works. Every day when I review these trades, all my red trades are rule breaks every day. And my green trades are trades where I just follow the strategy, right? Where the setups on my strategy are so obvious that when I see them, it's like, oh, bam, let me get that. And I take it and it works. But my red trades are always rule breaks, and I'm trying to, I'm like squinting. That looks like a setup, maybe, you know what I mean? And taking reckless trades, and it just ruins my profits every day. But yeah, today, man, it's like if you stop breaking your rules, you can eat whatever you want for lunch every day. You can build your drift car. I got a BMW at home on jack stands. I'm getting ready to put a motor in right now, but that needs mad parts. Um, I could take care of my family. I won't have to work anymore. Like, this is what I could do. All the things that like all my dreams would come true basically if I would just stop breaking these rules. And so I feel like I came in here with a really good mindset this morning. And I just realized like I can't catch everything that moves up. I just got to look for things that fit my setup criteria. And alhamdulillah, all praise due to God, I was able to do that today. And one thing that I'm really proud of, which I was kind of in my feelings for a moment because I was really close to taking this setup on snow right here. I was watching it all morning, waiting for it to come back to VWAP, right? And this is kind of an aggressive pullback. And this candle is definitely not an entry candle. It's way too wide range, right? But it was a nice test to VWAP, and it showed that there was a lot of buyers waiting at this price level. And so it traded up, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it'll throw me a narrow range entry candle. And so I was looking right here, but I realized this is a lower low. I'm sorry, a lower high compared to that, right? So that disqualifies it. And I'm glad I didn't take it because I would have stopped out on this candle. I would have had to put my unless I got a lot of shares and had my stop loss. I mean, unless I got a really small position size so that I could put my stop way down here below VWAP. But that's not a great entry. And then it came up and through this candle, were a nice closer test to VWAP. Even though the range is wider, and I would take as many shares as I would have if I tried to be safe here. It just looked like a good setup. It's definitely showing it's high. It's a higher low compared to that, right? But this is a lower high, right? And this is a lower low compared to that. So there are reasons to not take this trade. And now it's setting up right here as a good setup right here, right? We got a higher high and a higher low in reference to that at VWAP, right? Like if this closes up as a hammer, this would technically be a good setup, but it would be a rule break because it is after 11 o'clock, and I don't take trades after 11 o'clock. And the reason I don't take trades after 11 o'clock is because the VWAP bounce is weaker as the day goes on. Like it's almost like when something is testing the high of day over and over again, every time it tests it, the resistance is weaker, right? Because every time we go test it, we get rid of a few sellers, And so maybe the third time it tests high of day, it breaks through. Same thing with VWAP. You know, it tests 2 or 3 times throughout the day. By that third or fourth test, you know, the support isn't as strong and it can break through, right? So, yeah, I didn't take the trade, but I mean, I was close. Ben was like, my guy Ben in the chat, he was like, bro, it's a lower high, it's 2 lower highs. I was like, you right. And I backed off of it. And then I watched it go all the way up to target. You know, this would have definitely been an easy 2R trade. But it was a win because I did not take it because it did not fit my criteria. And had I taken it, it would have been a loss because I broke my rules, and it would have reinforced the idea of making exceptions, right? When I see something that looks really good. Like I've seen this a lot of times and it works sometimes. But that lower high, I've taken so many lower high setups that crashed through. So this was a win not taking. This is my fourth win of the day right here, not taking that trade. Shout out to Ben, man. But yeah, let's get into the actual trades I took today. So here we have GLD, which is a gold ETF. And let's go in here and draw my 1 minute resistance. Right. And a lot of times, man, that VWAP test, that first VWAP test, it really does coincide with this high volume support that I draw on that opening volume candle. And when that happens, it's like that's my double level of support that I want. I want VWAP and I want HVS, right? And so that's what it gave me. We got a higher high here and a higher low. What is this here? 257. Okay, once this is 1 cent lower than this, but this is like a consolidation pullback. It's not really, you know what I mean? Nice narrow range candle here. Like I'm taking it. I took it. 100 shares, 50 cents up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, man. Like 2R. I promised myself I was taking profit at 2R today. This, as you can see, could have been a home run, but I gotta get consistent at taking profit. I've had too many days where I've looked 2R in the face, 3R in the face, 4R in the face, and didn't take any profit. So I'm kind of starting back from the beginning. I'm gonna take profit at 2R, and when I start feeling like I'm consistent, then maybe I'll add some other take profit strategies. Maybe take half at 2R or whatever. But GLD. What notes do I need to take? Higher high plus higher low at 2x support, which was VWAP and HVS. 2R. Bang. Straight like that. Straight like that. Now, on a normal day, I would probably look at the range and say, okay, I could have got a few more dollars out of it. But honestly, this move up is kind of parabolic, right? It was a blue sky setup, though, so I definitely could have expected a nice move up. But it's been moving up for quite a while. Hey, I got no regrets about taking my 2R out. If I can consistently take 2R, I'm good because I can risk 500 and make 1,000 on each of these trades. You know what I mean? One day, eventually. So yeah, no problem at all with 2R. Second trade on spot. Spot opened up very nicely. And draw my 1 minute HVS. It really didn't have like crazy amounts of volume, but traded up. It looked like it was never gonna come back. And it came back to VWAP, and I was thinking, oh man, it broke through, didn't really hold, but it chilled right there, traded up, and then had this little mini pullback right here. And I think that looked really good on the 5 as well. It looked alright on the 5. But anyway, higher high, higher low to VWAP. I might have squinted a little bit to make this work, but I've seen this happen enough where I felt, good about that. Um, this candle was a pullback from this candle and didn't make a lower low to that. I mean, I guess I could have seen some reasons to not take this trade. But higher high, higher low. Maybe you could call this a lower high, but this would be a higher low again. And it's uptrending. The market was uptrending. Wasn't a bad trade in my opinion. Not the most ideal setup though. I could have definitely talked myself out of this one. Just because when it comes to VWAP, I want to see it. I want to see the buying pressure come immediately. It did have a lot of volume on this candle, and it just barely penetrated, and then it went right back up. So this candle right here is really pretty. And this candle on a 2-minute, it has some meaning. And the fact that it wasn't a total inside hammer candle, but it actually made a low in reference to that, I felt good about it. And I was able to keep my stop loss nice and below VWAP. And it went right into the green, and I didn't see any red on this. So, great trade. Let's see. I would say I kind of looked into the price action to validate setup. This is like maybe a C grade. But it had good RR and stop was well below VWAP. I think I also had this line up here drawn on that chart too. And so seeing it back above that, I thought, not bad. Not bad. All right, and then the last one was on crowd. This one was kind of a tough one, just because the volume was low. The volume was pretty low on it. It traded well above the opening range, and a lot of times when they stay away from VWAP this long, that first touch is a go. That first touch is a go. It might not go all the way up to high a day, but usually you can get 2R out of it. So yeah, higher high, higher low to VWAP, and bang. And I'm saying higher low in reference to the last time it pulled back to VWAP. Like I know that's a lower low compared to that, but usually I'm looking at the last time it touched VWAP. So like here, this is what I would consider a higher low, right? Higher high. Well, actually lower high compared to that. So yeah, this would be disqualified because this high is lower than that one. But yeah, basically same setup. Higher high plus higher low. Now the support, this is like a purely VWAP support. I don't think I had anything else sitting right here. Maybe you could look at that. That's not bad right there. Yeah, it's near a support level for sure. I don't know if I had these drawn out on my main chart, but yeah, definitely, clearly an area of support right there. But yeah, it worked out very well. Very well. Plus VWAP. I would grade this one a B. Bang. But yeah, I mean, ain't too much to talk about except for the rules win. I talked myself out of a few trades. I didn't really need to talk myself out of them. I just disqualified them. I looked at them and said, nope, that's not it, and just moved on. It's really easy. It's just, you got to believe in your rules more than you believe in your ability to just kind of gunsling and jump in and out of trades. If you get to where you're operating solely within your system, then I mean you can get to a point where you can gunsling because you're in your box, right? You're in your zone. But you can't get to that zone. You got to develop that. It's like you got to develop that muscle, that mindset that you're constantly disqualifying the things that don't fit your rules because you believe in the rules. You believe in your rules more than you believe, oh, that looks pretty good. That looks bullish. Nah, we're not trading stuff that looks bullish. We're not trading stuff that's going up. We're trading the setup, right? Everything is about the setup. And it's like you forget about all the things that have happened, all the bad trades that have happened to make you make these a rule. And so you take something because it looks good, but you like in the moment you forget the hundreds of trades that you've taken just like that failed. So you just gotta believe in the rules. You gotta just believe in them. Especially, I've been working on these rules for like 2 years. So I believe in them, and if I follow them, we gonna make it. Anyway, man, I'm super happy. Super cool way to end the week. It's gonna be a nice weekend reflecting on today, and just kind of reflecting on how I plan to move forward, and hopefully this is the beginning of a new me and a new focus and new operating system of only trading the rules. Definitely gonna journal about it more. And yeah, great day. Hope to have a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Please hit the like button for me. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. I will be back Monday morning, God willing. I start streaming at 9:20 market time, so love to see you there. Anyways, peace.